And if you got a friend, let them know. If you're enjoying the podcast, and, in recent weeks I've been doing some personal appearances and some signings and stuff. And, man, the first thing they say, love the podcast. So tell somebody.
Yeah, you better tell somebody. There you go. I love it. Arn, with that, let's pick up with where we closed last week's show, and that's with your return to television. What an amazing promo that you ended last week's coverage with. We covered so much of that, but, man, we had Watts, his departure, Ole's arrival. Did Ole or even Rick pitch you making the return and wrapping up the angle with Watts? Because that's kind of what you did through your promo. Can you talk about that at all? Do you remember how that kind of settled in for you to kind of come back with that promo?
I don't remember when we started the plans, but there was a plan to pick that up and let it have an ending conclusion to it. But maybe as we get through some of these clips and some different stuff, it'll come back to me exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. Well, listen, as we touched on last week, following his departure from WCW, Flair's non-compete agreement kept him from wrestling, but it didn't mean he couldn't appear on either pay-per-views or television. And in our first clip of the week, we're jumping right in, Arn. We got 4 clips total this week. While the Nature Boy holds court with our buddy Tony Schiavone, you and the Nature Boy are back together since the first, or should I say the first time since June of 1991. That's right. We're in March of 93 here. It's been more than 2 years since you two have been together. And we're going to take a look at how it all went down here, March 6, 1993, on an episode of Saturday Night. Let's see it together.
Tell you what, you can hear the fans here in the arena and all across the country. Second week in a row. Welcome back to WCW Saturday Night, Rick.
Tony Schiavone, I believe that this is called
there's Missy
stardom. Missy, baby, I promise you, we'll get together, we'll party. Don't leave, honey, I'll be with you shortly, She's like so many. After one ride, baby, they always want to come back for more. Here I am, back in WCW, and I see 3 things that stand out. Most of all, I see Dustin Rhodes running around with the United States Heavyweight Championship, calling himself the new U.S. champ. I see Barry Windham running around as the NWA champion, wearing a belt I never lost. And then I see the monster, Big Van Vader, the man guided by Harley Race. And now they call him the world champion. Well, if I'm the real world champion and I haven't got one of these belts, what's happening, Tony? I believe what it's called is that I am the last of the real wheel-dealing, kiss-stealing, limousine-riding, jet-flying son of a gun. Whoa!
Well, Arn Anderson making his way. Now, wait a minute. You're a security guy.
Bring him up. Come on, Double A. Come on up, brother. Bring him up. He's fine. Come on, bring him up.
All right, Arn Anderson.
Tell me we're not turning the world around. Double A, brother. Oh, brother.
All right, Arn. What a moment this is.
Tony Schiavone, I'm beside myself right now at just having him back alone. If nothing else happens from this day forward, I'm a happy man. But there's a lot of people out there, most of which figured Arn Anderson was just going to fade to black. His knee was blown out, his career was over, that's it, cut and dried. One person in particular hoped that. Well, Eric Watts, it seems to me the turn of events is now that the mighty eagle has left the nest and he's left a little duckling to fend for himself. There's an old saying that goes like this: adversity introduces a man to himself, and anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, I'm not dead. My knee's getting better every day. Now, with no political stroke, Eric Watts, it's just got to be you and I, man to man, head up. There's one thing about this whole scenario, Rick, that's been bugging me the last few days. Ever since I knew you were coming back, I can't explain it. Maybe you can. Maybe these people can. It's this strange cramping in my forearm. It's really been bothering me. It seems to be cramping in this position. You tell me, does it mean something or
I
not?
think it means the world over. What's causing all this?
My goodness. Business is about to pick up, as you say, Arn.
Let's hope so.
We got Flair getting that huge pop from the audience, who clearly missed him. Teases Missy, whatever's going on there. But listen, just like you said last week, the ability to put others over within your promo. He puts over Dustin, puts over Barry, talks about the monster Vader, right? So smart from Flair, recognizing these men who were so instrumental in the success of WCW during his absence, right? But of course, he reminded all of us that he never lost the title Wyndham's carrying, and he's the real world champion.
Yeah. I mean, that's just smart. He just singled out some guys that you know are going to be involved with Flair going forward, and it doesn't take but 30 seconds to do that. It's a lost art.
Yeah, he delivered. It's a similar message that you had delivered last week. And Eric Watch, your protector, has flown the coop, my friend, and now it's you and me. That's what you said. The intensity, the believability, the credibility. This is what makes you one of the best promos, Arn, in all the land, my friend. So it's good stuff.
You know, I believe what I said. That's one thing.
We could feel it.
I can say. I've been beat a lot over the years. I've been beat up a lot over the years. But every time I walked through that curtain, I believed I was going to win. I believe in me. I bet on me. And I believe, in any fight, number one, strike first and be vicious. And things that you never thought could happen suddenly appear.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy served, from the classic Karate Kid movies. And but buddy, you did. You had the swagger and the confidence, and it came through in your promos.